So a lot of times people don't end up selling their house because they don't know how to buy one when they need the money from selling a house.
If you have tell us
Should you buy or sell your home first? That's a question that I get from a lot of sellers, and I'm sure a lot of you are thinking about before you actually go out and sell your home. And why? Well, you don't want to be homeless, right? You need the money from selling your house in order to buy a new one. So a lot of times people don't end up selling their house because they don't know how to buy one when they need the money from selling a house. Well, what we're going to talk about today is how you can do that and make it such a smooth transaction. And I'm going to show you how you can do that and what the process looks like. So what you can do is you put your house up on the market first. And the reason why is because when you're going to purchase a property, you have to look competitive by having things like a pre-approval, proof of funds. Those are the things that you want to send with your offer. So you may be pre-approved, but you don't have the funds. So if you have your home in contract, you can use the net sheet from the title company or one that you create. Usually the one from the title company is a little bit more official. You use that and you send it with your offer showing, hey, this is what we're going to net from the sale of our home. Now, it's better to be in contract when making an offer, because when the listing agent from the house that you're purchasing sees it, they're going to have more confidence in you closing on their home because they know you're already in contract. So when you're putting the offer out, on top of that, disclosing what kind of offer you accepted on the property you were selling is also huge, because you want to tell the listing agent on the house that you're buying what kind of offer you got. Did they remove contingencies? Are they putting a lot of money down? All those things are going to help get your offer accepted, and it's why you want to put yourself in the best position to make an offer and get it accepted, even though you still have to sell your home. So how do you protect yourself from being homeless, right? You just put an offer on a house. You're not contingent on selling your property because you don't, that's not being as competitive. A lot of people are gonna push you off to the side if they know you still have to sell your home when they have other offers from people that don't have to sell their home. So that's why you don't want to write it contingent on selling your home. But how you can guarantee that you don't lose your home is when you choose an offer to accept on your home. You as the seller can be contingent on closing on a replacement property. So there's a few different things. You can be contingent on finding a replacement property, contingent on getting an offer accepted on a replacement property, or contingent on closing. And I typically always recommend doing closing on a replacement property, because then you pretty much guarantee that you're not going to be homeless. And if for some reason something goes wrong with your loan, or the sellers decide to back out of the house that you're buying, you still have a home to go back to. So that's how you protect yourself, is on the selling end. So that's kind of really the biggest thing on how you go through that process. Is step 1, get your home on the market. Step 2, accept an offer contingent on you closing on a replacement property. Step 3, go out and start looking at homes and putting out offers now that you're in contract. Step 4, go through the escrow process on both transactions. Once you get your offer accepted on both, and typically the escrow period and the timeline kind of line up like this with each other. And you want that to happen. You want to close on both properties within about 2 or 3 days, or at least the same week, because what's going to happen is when it gets towards the end of you closing on the sale of your home, well, you still need the funds from the closing in order to close on the property you're moving into. So you're going to remove that close on replacement property contingency, because obviously you can't close. It's kind of like it's just a protectant to protect you for the entire escrow period until you're confident enough to know, okay, we're going to close on our replacement property. Because once it gets to the last week and within a couple days, you pretty much know the closing disclosures have gone out, the funds have been wired. You pretty much know that you're guaranteed to get your replacement home. So you're going to remove that contingency. You're going to close on your property, so that way you get the funds. Those funds are now going to be transferred from the title company of that transaction to the new title company of the transaction that is your purchase, and the funds just move seamlessly from one hand to the other. They don't even touch your hands. They go through the title company, and you close within a day or two. And that's typically how the process works. It's very smooth, and it's something that you definitely want to have someone who's done it before help guide you, because it can be a nightmare and it can be something that isn't smooth. But if you have somebody that has gone through it and knows how to navigate those waters, it's going to be a super smooth process, I promise you. So that's diving into real estate with Darrin. Appreciate you guys watching. Tune in next week at 8 p.m. I'm going to have all kinds of information to share with you guys that I got from the event that I went to, the Tom Ferry event in Anaheim, surrounded by 1,500 top 1% real estate agents in the United States and the world. We had people from Canada and other countries there. And I'm going to share all the information that I was given from that conference with you guys next week. And you're gonna want to listen to this, because it has to do with where things are going. And guys, this market we're in now is the new normal. So let's just sit tight. Now we need to figure out, who do I work with to help navigate this market with? And that's going to be kind of the topic we cover next week. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week.